Let's bring Brett Benson in now. And I mean, we've had this massive cool down, which we know is just a little blip, at least for now.
Yeah.
And then there's another one at the other end of the 7-day forecast, and then we just average it to 70.
Yeah. They're no longer. We love the math.
Yeah,
we love the math.
All right, yeah. So we're going to be warming up here over the next few days. This is going to be a nice stretch of warm fall-like weather, and then we have some more cool fall-like weather headed our way as well. Some of again, a lot of pictures coming in of just all the fall colors, and then you have the snow on the higher elevations. The backside of temp, not the most famous one, but equally as pretty. That picture sent in by Rocky. Okay, 51 degrees right now here in Salt Lake. You see the winds out of the southeast at 5 miles per hour. Those have shifted around a little bit as we head into the evening hours. For much of the day, what we had, now these are mid-level winds, so these are winds we don't feel at the surface, but we had a real northerly flow. You see now it's more out of the northeast, but we had a very northerly flow into the state, and that held our temperatures down even though we had plenty of sunshine. Now, as we look at the mid-level pattern, you'll see there's a big ridge of high pressure right here. You got a low right down here. Over this week, everything's going to change. Later on this week, there'll be a low pressure here, there'll be a big high pressure here, and there's a hurricane, Priscilla. The remnants of that will be pulled, the moisture of that will be pulled up into the state as we get towards the end of the week. And then the storm from the north moves in. So you're going to have plenty of moisture in place. You're going to have a cold storm moving in, strong cold front. And again, we're going to see the potential for very heavy rainfall in portions of the state. Not for a few days, though. Nice and dry, and you can see nice and dry to our west right now. 50s along the Wasatch Front, low 50s in Price, 69 currently in St. George. So here, this is going to give you an idea of what's going to happen. Now, again, we're starting on Monday, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're in pretty good shape. Then you start seeing moisture showing up in the state. And as we get into Sunday morning, so again, this is after a couple days of rainfall, you can see some of these very impressive potential rainfall totals, mainly in eastern Utah, but you can see along the Wasatch Front as well. We'll get some rainfall associated with this as well. And understand, this could shift to the west. It could shift a little bit to the east. So this is something to watch here over the week. As we get into the weekend, though, it does look like we have a potential for some very heavy rainfall again in the state, and pretty big cool down with this system as well. Okay, but again, got a few days of warmer temperatures. So we'll see temps climbing to about 70 here along, throughout central Utah. You can see southern Utah as well into the low 70s, mid 80s around St. George, near 80 degrees in Moab for an afternoon high. 7 days shapes up like this. We warm it up to the upper 80s for a couple days, and then that storm starts to drop in. For southern Utah, it gets started pretty early on Friday, and then a big day Saturday. For northern Utah, it takes a little bit later, so more towards Friday evening, we'll start seeing some showers. Okay, here we go. We got 60s and low 70s for much of northern Utah and surrounding areas. And again, here along the Wasatch Front, right there in the upper 60s, which is pretty close to average for this time of year, just a few degrees below average. But then we jump right above average at 75 on Wednesday. We're at 80 on Thursday. We'll pick up some wind with that. And on Friday, we start to see that chance of showers, but again, more towards the evening hours. Saturday looks like another busy day along the Wasatch Front, much of northern Utah. Scattered rain, thunderstorms, mountain snow, and then 50s on Sunday.
Well, sure is gorgeous. I mean, this morning it was just like perfect time to get out for a walk.
This is good fall weather, right? You want both.
Oh, yeah.
You want both.
There you go.
In theory.